One must eat to live, not live to eat. A quote by Molière. Do you eat to live, or do you live to eat? What is your relationship with nutrition? Welcome to the Fire Round here on the Health Before Fitness podcast. I'm your host, Shaun Nunes. Thank you for joining us today, whether you're on YouTube or you're on podcast. Really excited that you're here with us today because this Fire Round is all about nutrition and it's all about our relationship with nutrition. Some of us believe nutrition is nonsense. Some of us believe nutrition is life. And so I'm very curious to hear your side of the story. Do you eat to live or do you live to eat? Is eating your world? Do you think about food? Do you drool over food? Does food bring you this sense of comfort and just familiarity? Does your life revolve around the things that you eat, or do you look at food as fuel? I know I will live a better, higher quality life based on the type of fuel that I put into my body. And so my relationship with food is more desired and looked at as fuel to perform, to live the life that I want to live, rather than waking up and basically living to eat. What is your relationship with nutrition? I'm very, very curious. More gyms, yet higher obesity rates. There's more gyms right now out there than ever before. The fitness industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry nowadays. It's on every corner and there are more people in the gyms than ever before. Yet, we're also in the highest obesity epidemic rate that we've ever been in at the same time. So how is it that we have more gyms, yet we have more obese people in the world? What's the disconnect? What's going wrong here? Why is there not a hands-on nutrition component in the gym the same way there's a hands-on fitness component in the gym? Especially when I think we can all agree nutrition is a little more important. If you were to prioritize one or the other, I would put nutrition ahead of fitness because there's no such thing as working off a bad diet. I personally have tried it. When I was younger and I was in college, I was always pissed that I didn't have a six-pack, yet I also found myself going to the taqueria down the street after I worked out. And I tried to do my own cardio, I tried to cut calories, I still tried to eat what I wanted, and I never achieved the goal that I wanted to achieve because I never put enough energy or effort into my nutrition the way I did my fitness. Does that sound familiar to you? Have you experienced similar results? Or have you been able to achieve the body and health of your dreams with still eating what it is that you want to eat? I'm very curious. I'd love to see your comments down below. Leave those comments for me. What you want right now, you want more than what you want tomorrow. And what I mean by that is we have this reactional just mindset. We're very connected to our emotions and we often react based on how we feel. And so if I feel like having pizza, I'm going to constantly tell myself I want pizza. I'm going to tell everybody else I want pizza. I'm going to scroll the Instagram feeds like someone I know and just look at pizza. And then you're going to text me and say, hey, what about pizza? I got this coupon. What do you think about this? Next thing you know, we're eating pizza. It all starts with the thought, but the thought comes from a reaction and the reaction comes from an emotion. And so if you are connected strongly to your emotions, you're more than likely going to give in to those emotions anytime you feel it. But if you can understand that what you want tomorrow, you want more than what you want right now, and if you believe it, then you will find yourself separating from those emotions and living with intent. Even though I want pizza, I'm not even going to write pizza down. I'm not even going to say the word. I'm not even going to talk about it to anybody because I know that even though I want it, I know I shouldn't have it simply for the long-term benefits, right? Now, if you don't have your why figured out, if you don't know what that compelling reason is that you're waking up every day, you're more than likely going to give in to that emotion and have that pizza every single time. And so if that sounds like you, then you're going to want to hear the rest of this. If it doesn't sound like you and you feel like you've gotten a healthy relationship with yourself and with your nutrition, I think you're still going to find a lot of value in this. And even though you might have unlocked that code with nutrition and your health, you might be able to help somebody else with the information that we go over today. And that's really what this is all about. It's all about the ripple effect. How many people can we impact in a positive way based on the information and knowledge that we've learned and that we have? So what you want right now, you want more than what you want tomorrow. That's because you don't have that compelling why. So if you go back to the previous fire round where we talk about look where you're going, if you don't know where you're going, you need to step back and figure it out first, because once you figured it out and once you are really excited about where you're going, now we can establish the most appropriate nutrition regimen to accompany those goals so you get there faster and you enjoy the journey along the way. What is the latest food fad that you've ever tried? Was it keto? Was it the Mediterranean? Was it the high carb, low carb? Was it the high protein? Was it the low fat? Was it the intermittent fasting? What was the latest fad that you've tried? Did it work? Did you give it an honest effort? How long did you try it for? Are you still doing it? Did you quit? Reason I ask is because most fads don't work. And they don't work because they're not realistic for us. We see other people achieving amazing results on it. Everybody's talking about it, so it must be cool. All the athletes and celebrities and actors and all these people are doing it, so I might as well try it. Looks cool. But we don't ever really do the homework or the research or invest in a coach that has this experience that can guide us along the way. And so we kind of take a half-ass approach. We kind of tiptoe into it, and then we end up giving half-ass energy into it, and it ends up turning out to be half-ass results. And then we complain that it didn't work, and then we try to go back to what we were doing before, but because we never had a solid foundation before, we really don't know where we were going, and so we often end up giving into our old habits because we never actually accrued new habits. So if you look at all the different fads and trends, they all work. They all work really well. But which one is the best for you? The reason I ask this is because we're all different types of foodies. Some of us love carbs. Some of us love fats. Some of us love sugars. Some of us love potatoes. Some of us love pastas and cheeses. We're all different types of people. And just because something works for somebody doesn't mean it's going to work for the other person. And so how do you blend your current lifestyle with your new goals? So if you like to go out and have wine on a Friday night, if you like to have wine on a Tuesday night, I want you to have that wine. If you like pizza, I want you to have that pizza. You can tell I'm on a little pizza kick right now. If you like ice cream, then I want you to have ice cream. How do you still have the things that you want to have, but achieve the goals that you really want? I think we often think that we need to give up our current lifestyle and the current social events and the current things that we love doing. We need to give all that up if we ever wish to achieve these health goals that we have or that we say we want. Yet we always end up battling with wanting the social aspect of our life or wanting to indulge in those goodies, yet we still want these health and fitness goals. And so how do you blend your current lifestyle with your new goals? My question is one, do you have these goals? Do you know what you want? Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to burn fat? Do you want to burn it aggressively? Do you want to burn it moderately? Do you want to just get ready for an event? Or do you want to, you don't even care about the scale if it goes up or goes down, but you just want to swap a pound for pound. Here, I'll give you a pound of fat, Shaun, you give me a pound of muscle. Do you want the scale to stay the same and just recomposition your body? Change the way your body looks, change the way it feels, but you're not really caring about the scale. Is that what you want? Do you want to eat to perform? Do you want to perform better? Do you want to lift heavier? Do you want to run longer? Do you want to run faster? Right? What are the goals? What exactly do you want to achieve? And then what are the lifestyle choices that you really don't want to give up? I don't want to give up my wine. I don't want to give up my ice cream. I don't want to give up my Friday night going out. That's totally fine, and you can totally still do those things. But to what extent? Are we getting out of control? And are we going out on a Friday night? And are we not controlling the amount of drinks that we have? And then we end up making bad decisions after we have those drinks. And now you're eating all this garbage food and you've had all these drinks. If that's the case, we need to control the alcohol intake to where we're still going out and socializing and having fun, but we make the right decisions. Because if you find yourself not being able to make the right decisions when you go out, now we're going to have an ultimatum. We're either not going to be able to go out, or our goals just don't mean that much to us and we'd rather go out. I think it's healthy to look in the mirror and figure out which one are you and where is your head at right now. How to create a healthy and everlasting relationship with nutrition. I can honestly say over the thousands of clients that I've ever trained, everybody just wants to find that balance between eating healthy, seeing results fast enough to keep us excited and engaged and committed, but also not obsessive to where we get burnt out. How do you find that balance between the two to where you're able to sustain it? You don't have these on and offs, these highs and lows, these all-ins or these all-outs. We don't want this vicious yo-yo cycle anymore, where New Year's, we're all excited. 2 weeks in, we get discouraged because we don't have a plan. We end up giving up. We end up getting discouraged. We end up developing an unhealthy relationship with ourselves and with our health because we're not seeing the goals or we're not seeing the progress. And so summertime, here we are again. Big white tee, big heavy clothes. Nah, I'm cool. I don't want to get in the pool. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that because I'm not happy with myself and yada, yada, yada. And then New Year's comes around again and here we go again. Let's give it another try. Something's got to change. Something has to change with your relationship with the health and nutrition and fitness and recovery components. If your relationship doesn't change, how do you expect things to change? Right? So how do you create a healthy, everlasting relationship with nutrition? Well, like we just said, think about what you love to do. If you enjoy that pizza or that ice cream, then let's figure out how to get it into the plan. Based on what your goals are, you should have a certain calorie intake, right? So if my current goal, which it is to build lean muscle mass right now, I'm in a growing phase. So I know my maintenance calorie intake is 2,750 calories a day. I know I need to be anywhere between a 250 to 500 calorie surplus in order for me to start building some lean muscle mass, okay? So I know I'm around 2,850 to 3,000 calories every single day a week right now. And I also understand that it's putting me around the 181 to 183 on the scale. I feel good at that weight. I'm not getting bloated, but I'm also not cheating either. So if I was to eat pizza, how do I still have that pizza but still get closer to my goals? Log the pizza. How many calories is the pizza? How many slices am I having? What are the calories? What are the fats, proteins, and carbs in that pizza? How many slices can I have to where I'm still hitting my goals that day? I need to hit my calorie goals. I need to hit my protein goals. Those are the two most important components. Fats and carbs can fall wherever they want to fall. And we're actually going to have a nutrition conversation coming up very soon that is going to be all about calories and macros. How do I know how many calories to eat based on what my goals are? And how do I organize my macros in order for them to complement what my goals are? And then how do I figure out what foods I need to eat in order to hit these calorie and macro goals so that I can achieve my goals? That is going to be a very fun topic for us to discuss here very shortly down the road. If there's any other nutrition topics that you guys would like to discuss, please leave a comment, shoot me a message, DM me on any social platform. I will get back to you, and I would love to discuss it further to get your thoughts on it, but then add it to the fire round topics to discuss. So in order to create a healthy relationship with your nutrition, you must first figure out what your goals are, my friends. And I know I keep hitting that hard with you, but if you don't know why you're doing it and you don't know where you're going, then how do you develop a plan to complement that? Let's say you do know where you're going and what you want to achieve. Now we know what your calorie and macro goals need to be. Let's say we have all the right meals in place. Let's say you know exactly when you're going to eat, how much you're going to eat. You have the whole day planned out. But let's say you want that wine. How do I have that wine and still achieve my goals? Well, how many glasses of wine do you want? You want 2? Well, let's figure it out. How many calories is 2 glasses of wine? Let's take out those calories from the current meal plan. Let's put the 2 glasses of wine in the meal plan, and let's see where those numbers hit. Am I still hitting my calorie goal? Am I still hitting my protein goal? If so, we're set. 2 glasses of wine today, and I'm still hitting my calorie and protein goals. I know I'm getting closer to my goals even though I had that wine. Now, if you bring that wine in and you realize, shit, I'm under calories or I'm over calories, I'm under protein or over protein, you're gonna need to make some adjustments in your other meals in order for you to still have that wine. So maybe you reduce the carbs in a previous meal and you increase the protein in a previous meal so that you don't need that additional carb and protein in your dinner so you can then have that wine. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That is how you create a healthy relationship with nutrition. You figure out what you enjoy and what you love about food and enjoy about eating, and how do I still do those things in moderation, but also still prioritize my health and fitness goals to where I'm seeing the results that I want to see so I stay motivated. That's the secret. What's the difference between cheat days and cheat meals is going to be a nutrition topic coming up very soon. I think we all have a different relationship with a cheat day. Some of us have a full day of cheating. Some of us just have one meal. And then we also look at cheat meals as a refeed. Oftentimes, if we're in a calorie deficit and we're trying to shred up, we just cut. Next thing you know, we have a metabolic breakdown. We're not able to lose weight anymore. We're not able to get under that 7% body fat anymore. Are you refeeding? Are you refueling? Are you replenishing your glycogen stores and reboosting that insulin response to where you're able to cut down lower than you ever have before? Or are you just cutting? So cheat days versus cheat meals versus refeed meals is going to be a topic coming up very soon. And then also, what are your nutrition-specific goals? Why are you eating? Are you eating for health purposes? Do you want to just increase the rate of your metabolism? Do you want to just reset your metabolism? Do you want to focus on digestive gut health? Do you want to get off meds? Do you want to get away from this onset of diabetes that you're on the verge of right now? Are you just primarily wanting to eat a certain way to reduce health risks? Are you doing it for vanity, the way you look? Do you want to lose inches? Do you want to build muscle? Do you want bigger shoulders? Do you want a tighter waist? Do you want to just, like I said, body recomp? Do you want to just swap pound for pound? You really like the weight that you're at right now, but you just want to fill your clothes out in different ways? Do you eat to perform? Are you an athlete? Are you a competitor? Do you need to look a certain way by a certain date? If you're a football player, do you have practices on certain days? Do you have games on certain days? Are you trying to get bigger and stronger and more explosive as a lineman? Or are you trying to lean out and get more agile and increase more speed off the line if you're a receiver? Do you eat to perform? Do you have performance goals? Are you a marathon runner? Are you a cyclist? You need your nutrition to align with your mission. If your nutrition doesn't align with your mission, you'll never achieve the mission. So what's your mission? What are you striving for based on your nutritional needs on that? Base your nutritional needs on that. Base your nutritional needs on what your mission is. Don't live to eat, eat to live. That's all I got for you guys today on this fire round of the Health Before Fitness podcast. Don't have a great day. Make it a great day. Love ya.